Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here. We're back with another episode of Kingdoms Reborn. I hope you had a fantastic and amazing weekend and a great day today. Ooh, the support on that first video was unbelievable. Super excited about that. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you for all the new subs and everything. Super exciting. So I decided we're gonna do another episode of Kingdoms Reborn today, and then tomorrow we will do a settlement survival. But right now, we need some storage yards in our little town, so that's what we're going to work on right away here. So you can see here, everything's calling for storage full, so we're just going to plop a new one down. I think I'm going to go a little bit bigger size this time. We'll put one somewhere in here. So the nice thing about these is that we can empty them out. Manage storage, we can disallow and then allow, and then they say no. And then when you have like a warehouse, they'll move stuff to the warehouse instead. Warehouses are so good in this game. We did also unlock an upgrade tree. So in this game, there's tech tree and an upgrade tree. So you kind of have to do both. Right now we have 14 science points, and I don't think we're learning anything right now, but we did get basic tools. We got the stone tool shop, basically your blacksmith. And I think we're gonna go with the sheep ranch next. And no, let's go mushroom log sterilization because that'll be a great food source. We did put in our charcoal burner at the end of the last episode. Here it is, working hard, getting us some of those coals. That's going to be some more fuel for the winter time. And looks like we have a couple people that want a house. So let's get some houses going. A little BH is the hotkey for a house. You can see the different appeal levels here. So we know that this is all nice and fertile land. So we're going to not go down there. And then you can see here, I was way too slow to get this house built. So the person who didn't have a house left. So that's something to keep in mind. Make sure you got room for your people, otherwise they'll bail on you. So there we go, got that one done. So now we're at 33 out of 32 population. We still have one person who doesn't fit in a house yet. So this house, when we get this built up, we'll be good to go with that stuff. Yeah, so we have this little area. So in case you were wondering, this is what we have for our borders. That's where we can build on and whatnot, unless you get some roads. But we can expand out eventually 7 tiles. So we got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this town can expand out, approximately this far. So what you do when you get past that is you'll eventually be able to build a new town, and then you can connect them, and then that's how you continue your expansion. It's pretty great. So we have lost another person to the homelessness, and I think we're gonna do a couple more houses here. Let's get these things built up for next time we have some immigrants arrive. Be more prepared. We'll do a couple there. Looks like our food reserve is low, so what I want to do is we're going to increase it with our speed boost. Get those fishies coming in a little bit faster. And what else can we do? Speed boost. We have Forester, so let's boost that up. Nope, we can't do Forester. Okay, well, I guess not. Farm's doing all right. So yeah, we need to get some more food coming in here. We're doing all right. Looks like we did get into green, so wow, we're doing good. But it can never hurt to have more food. Do we have a hunting lodge? Does anybody remember? Did we put one in? We do, right there. Okay, great. Can I buff it? Oh, yeah. And the Gatherer's Hut. Excellent. So yeah, so we need 1,000 coins to go further that way. Ooh, 2,000. Wow. We need a lot of coins, so we have to wait for a little bit before we can get that stuff. But we could start some stone tools. We do have a decent amount of iron tools left, 132. We don't have to really rush that. But we could get it put in. It's not going to hurt to have it. And I like this spot because we're right next to our storage yard right here. And we'll move out our road a little bit more to the easterly direction. And we do have this burrow here that I don't really want to get rid of, but we might end up doing that. It's fine. Our people have other spots to go for hunting, so not a huge deal if we do that. I'm going to refuse secure man, but let's see what else we can get building here. We need some more wood, of course. Always a thing in the beginning of games that we have to get up. So we can try and find a wood guy, Forester thing. And then because like we need some more food still. So I think our another fishing lodge would be good. I do like mushroom farms as well, but that's gonna need more. That's gonna need more wood. So we'll grab that, but I don't know if we'll put it in right away. We have taverns. We're gonna pass on this one. Let's hope for I'm looking for some more wood gathering stuff, and I don't see it here. So I'm not gonna spend coins to keep shuffling our hand. So we'll just have to wait until 60 seconds until we get a new hand that's started up. So that's kind of how the game goes sometimes with the card system. So, love it or hate it, it's how it is in this game. It's, it's okay. It's okay. let's go with, we're gonna gather all. We need some more tree action, so we're gonna grab all of these trees over in here. Well, everything that's all in here. If there's rocks or something, we'll get those guys as well. And we don't, if we need food, we might as well build some more farms. So before we did a 10 by 10, let's do a, oh, not a 10 by 10. It looks like it's a 6 by 6. So we'll just repeat that here. And we could even do another one next door. 6, and then we'll bring out another road to kind of just lead it across the way here. There we go. And then these guys are, okay, medicinal herbs, something we need to think about pretty soon here. We're doing okay. So let's do grapevine, and we'll do medicinal herbs. We'll get it started. You know, I can hear all the trees falling down over here, getting tons of stuff done. Super great. Let's see. So we have 16 laborers. We have plenty of space for more workers. So that's good. A couple 4 builders. And no food. So yeah, we got to get some more food happening here. Let's get a dock rolling. Let's see. 52. That's not good at all. 80. 82. Yeah, it looks like 80s. Oh, ooh, there we go. There's a couple good ones. 80. It looks like 80 is going to be about the best that we got here. But that'll work. That's fine. We'll get that guy started up right there. And we'll, of course, build our little road across. I am going to connect it right there. Right there, I said. Because I want some more farms in here. I could, I don't know, I may as well start them, right? I guess what's the, how big is this? 9 by 6? I guess we do a 5 and a 4. Can't really do anything else besides that. Well, we could, but that's what we're gonna do. We have cannibalism here, but we haven't activated it yet. So if we start to lose more and more people, we might have to employ that. But for now, I'm trying to not have cannibalism. We'll see if we ended up really needing it. And let's just see. So what are we need fuel and food, and that means we need a lot of wood. I am going to put some mushroom farms in, I think. Let's kind of start a new row over here, mushroom farming action. I don't want to, if I do this here, I'll destroy the burrow. The burrow is home for like these pigs that are running around. So, you know, they'll just have to go a little bit further to get that stuff if we get rid of it. So I'm going to try and preserve it. Another hunting lodge. Yeah, let's do another fruit gather as well. We'll plop this guy over here. Ooh, we have this one up here that I didn't remember about. Let's see, where's a decent spot? Some overlap is okay. It looks like we are going to run into that burrow, but that's okay. I'm going to go about right here. It's 95 fruits, and we'll bring out this right there. Okay, that was a AI level, Hesting or whatever. This guy way over here. Ooh, what is this? Warrior, 1500 and 0 defense. Unit count 1. Interesting. That's new. So so this is a new patch, just happened recently, within the last week. So we're just checking it out. I do have a couple of series on this game. This is one of the first ones that I ever played on the channel, and so I just wanted to revisit it. I really enjoyed this game, so I thought it would be fun to bring it back. And you guys seem to have agreed with me, so that's what we're going to continue to do here. Oh, apparently you can share farms. I didn't know you could do that. So yeah, thanks for again all the support. It's super nice, super exciting, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed this one. Let's see, we got some forester up here. I feel like you're not cutting enough. Let's check out our tech tree. Let's see what we want to get into next. So we got mushroom log serialization. Increases the mushroom farm's wood consumption by 50%. That's pretty good. We could get into beer brewing or furniture pottery. I think we're gonna go with pottery next. And then let's see our upgrade tree. So this is going to cost, what does this cost, coins? Oh, it does cost influence points as well, science points. But we can just see here. So charcoal burner improvement, wheat seeds, cabbage seeds, and frugality book. And so we have grapevines. I'm not super concerned about these yet. Wheat seeds we'll want for bread and beer, so eventually we will get that for sure. And 3 immigrants want to join our town? Sure. And then let's go with productivity book. I want to buff one of our food places, like so. We could upgrade to juicier bait and upgrade some of these fishing lodge things. That would be a good idea. I'm kind of thinking about grabbing this and building another couple of fishing docks over here. Or if we went this side, when we get to 1,000, we're at 922, so we got a little bit ways to go yet, but it wouldn't be too bad. There are some more fruit trees over here as well, and we're right here with our forester. I think we'll grab this next, so we'll just hold off for just a little bit more until we have that many more monies. Looks like happiness is not that great. We got a couple frowny faces running around. Not enough input, huh? Okay, so yeah, we need some more logs. We need some more logs here as well. Let's keep looking for another forester, see if we can find it. There we go. Excellent. We'll grab that guy. and we'll just do that for now. And since we have this thing being built over here, let's go ahead and we'll plop this guy on the other side of it, and we'll plant more fruit trees around, and it'll be great. We got our 50 population, so that's why we got our card prize. And let's go ahead and we could decrease the upkeep on some of these buildings and make a little bit more money, but I'm going to keep going with productivity book. I think that's just going to be better to do, and we can keep buffing up our stuff. So these do stack, so I can put 2 productivity books in here. You can see the efficiency went up to 120. Looks like we lost another person. Homelessness. Oh, I was hoping we had enough here. Yeah, well, 52 out of 44, we do not have enough. So what happens with these immigrant things is that whenever this green circle fills, you get immigrants. So it's unlike, you know, Settlement Survival, you'll get a bulk of like 10 immigrants, right? This is different. You just, once this goes, you get immigrants. So that's how this is a little bit different than Settlement Survival. So if you're wondering how our population is so high again, that's what's going on. Kind of in the background there. This is kind of being a little bit of an industrial area. So the stone tool input, or stone tool shop here, I was reading input, is gonna negatively affect the appeal of these houses because they don't really like industrial things. So that's just something to keep in mind. Looks like we had a nice big harvest on our grapes. That's good. We needed the food for sure. And we just need some more wood. That's really a big thing here. That's why we're losing all these people to homelessness. Let's claim our first province. So you can see there we expanded. Now our border is here. So let us absolutely put in some more things here. We want a fishing lodge. So let's grab that guy and produce 500 fish. So we got the cooperative fishing buff, town buff. We're gonna totally use that. 96 efficiency on that guy. That's pretty good. So let's go to our town, and what this guy's gonna do is for every 1% happiness above 60 gives 1% productivity to fish. So we're gonna get about 14. Oh, we have investment in there. Okay. So we could upgrade the town hall when we get to 500 coins too. So that's something else we can do to get both cards in there. So we'll probably end up doing that. We're having a house problem for sure here. We need to have some more of some of these trees coming in. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of these trees. Let's see, where's this forest reach? Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit further and just gather all these things. Whoops. And yeah, we'll get all these trees going. We really need the trees. A whole bunch of problems stemming from not having enough trees. We need to get some of those trees cut down. So hopefully that will be sufficient for us. And we could put another forester on this side of the world as well. Let's see if we could find another forester here. We got some tavern, some tool. There's forester, excellent. Okay, so I want to wait till we get some 500 coins and upgrade the town to town hall 2. And then we can do some more things in here, get the cooperative fishing in, or the cannibalism, depending on how we are doing with food. We seem to be sneaking by with food just enough. So once we get this other fishing lodge and this fruit gatherer in, we should be sitting pretty. So that will be good. We'll get that stuff rolling. Yeah, pottery's going pretty soon here as well. We'll get that. I mean, we got our little medicinal herbs here stocking up. That's great. So you can see here we got medicinal herbs versus medicine. Just in time, we got some herbs started. So this one plot isn't going to be enough for that long, but we'll keep an eye on it, see how many we're using, and adjust as needed. So we got our forester. So we see here the immigration office brought in an immigrant. So if you watch up here, we'll be getting those pretty often. So if you don't want any more immigrants, of course, you just turn this off, like so. And then this should stop. I thought it did. Apparently not. There. Yeah, it stopped. So if you turn that back on, it picks up where it left off, so you don't have to start over, which is something I think is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and we'll grab those wheat seeds over here. And it'll take about 6 minutes and 55 seconds. That's, that's approximate. We're running at a quicker speed because we're on ×4 speed. But it gives you an approximation of how long, which I really like. Potter card for 60. Yeah, let's do that. Clay pit. Yeah. So the clay pit, you can see here it's green. And then like over here, it's not. So you got to be by the water. We go like so, about right in here. Should be able to get a clay pit started. And then we could get a potter as well. You can see if we put this here, this thing is also probably negatively affecting it. The smithy we have there. You can get the 2 red smiley faces on the houses. So they're not huge fans of that. So we could even go, go over here and put our potter. I mean, it's kind of well, not too bad. Not too bad of a ways to go. But something I really love in this game is the warehouses, because you deal with these storage yards for so long By the time you get to warehouses, they're just such a nice thing to have, and here they are. So you can see, look at how far we have to go to get there. We have to go all the way from logistics. We have to get both of these. We have to get into beer brewing and sheep ranch. So maybe we'll do beer brewing next, and then sheep ranch, get agricultural revolution. Oh, we actually can't do that. So what this, I forgot about this. So what you have to do is you have to learn all these previous things before you can move on to the middle age. So we'll get the sheep ranch, rebrewing, and furniture, and then we can go to agricultural revolution, and then we can start working this way. It's quite the thing. It'll take us a little bit to get over there. Let's get this other forester started. We'll kind of do it like so, I guess, and then we'll drag a road down, and hopefully we'll be able to build some stuff around here. Look at that. Excellent. Okay, so we can cut any trees, and we're going to plant fruit trees. And actually, let's go cut fruit, non-fruit trees only. There we go. And another thing that we could do is do some boosting of some things. So the fishing lodge here, so you can get upgrades. We could use some tools to upgrade the fishing tools, or worker slots. So instead of 2 people, we would have 3 people, you know, and get more production off of it that way. Just kind of help out some things. Upgrade our pest traps, so plus 30% productivity if there's an adjacent hunter. We don't have an adjacent hunter, but we could sure put one over there. Or delicate gathering, plus 20% productivity. That's pretty darn good. We have 82 tools left. We're getting kind of low. I'm going to upgrade that. So you could do it one by one, or if you hold shift, it will go all of it, as long as you have enough tools to do that. So I think we only have 2 more. So yep, you can see there, that happened like that. It's super handy if you, especially when the town gets big and you need to make sure you upgrade all your stuff. That's how you do it very, very quickly and easily. It looks like lots of people are hungry here, so not good at all. Let's see. I was hoping that this would be sufficient. Let's get another mushroom guy going, and we'll do another mushroom guy, and let's put in another hunting lodge, I guess. The radius is pretty good size on that one where we have it, but if we start building down over on this side, I think that will be a good thing to incorporate as well. We'll get that started. Research complete. We got our wheat seeds. Let's learn that. Great. Let's go mushroom farm. Moving along pretty good here. We do have some people dying from starvation, it sounds like, so not good at all. Of course, we don't want that to happen. So we still need some more wood, so I'm going to go ahead and say non-fruit trees, and I'm going to just do one of these. And we're going to... None of those are... those are all fruit trees, apparently. They're just not all grown, so okay. Oh, shoot, I don't know what to do now. If we need the wood, I guess we just have to wait for this stuff to come back. And then this gatherer should be doing pretty well, though. Okay, what's the boar burrow? So production per season is 46 fruits. Let's see what this guy is. None, okay. Happiness is low. So what we're gonna do to increase our happiness, let's see, we don't have food, so that's hurting us. And then we need to have, looks like, some more entertainment, which is from the tavern, which we do have, and the city attractiveness isn't that great. And our medicine and medicinal herb count is low, so these that we are making are not enough. 3 immigrants want to join us? Sure. And then we're gonna go with productivity again, and we'll have to let's make another farm here. By the way, you don't have to go on the green. You can plant farms up here, but they're just better when you put them down over here. So that's why I've been doing it like that. But we can sneak in some farms back here, and we're gonna absolutely do that because why not? Do that, and then we're gonna make these medicinal herbs. And that hopefully will be enough to where we can start stockpiling them a little bit more. We're just not quite making enough to meet our demand, and yeah, now they're all gone. So wood is an issue, herbs are an issue, and food's still an issue. With the building of our hunting lodge over here and this fruit gatherer, 53, that's pretty good. We'll be a little bit better off, hopefully. You see, we're just teetering on being good enough. Production per season 4? Non-fruit. Okay, so here's an issue. If I say prioritize planting fruit trees, so they plant fruit trees, and I say cut non-fruit trees only, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna sit here and not cut anything because it's looking for non-fruit trees. Let's cut any trees, and we'll plant fruit trees, but we're gonna cut them as well. So we'll do a little bit of both. Planting fruit trees, cut any trees. So that's probably part of our issue that we're having with wood. Prioritize planting fruit trees and cut any trees, yes. Too far from storage, so that means we're gonna need to have another storage guy over here, which is totally fine. We do have our we have a couple things over here that could use some storage, so that I'm not mad about that. Go ahead and get a little guy. Let's go a little bit bigger. 6x6. Plop that there. Let's get some productivity rolling. We'll get that guy going. Get some more food coming in. And yeah, we're just kind of holding off now. So we can upgrade. So we are at 500 coins. Let's upgrade this guy. Improve beer brewing or tool making. Let's go ahead and make some beer. And research your way to the next area to unlock the town hall upgrade. So we have to be in Middle Ages before we can do that again. And we got influence points. So, ooh, and the military training. Click train units button above town hall to bring up the training UI. Okay, we'll look at that in just a second. Let's put cooperative fishing in. So that should help us because we are above, what was it, 60? Yeah. So let's see, train units. Front line 1,500 monies. Holy cow. All right, so, well, we will have to wait until we get that money, I guess, because we can't do it. But that's why they have those little icons over it on these guys. So these people have trained one warrior. Interesting. So I'm not sure how combat's gonna work now. I do have on my little channel there a short that shows how it used to work. It used to be you click on, you know, the opponent, and you have the ability to attack them. And all it really was a battle between influence points numbers. You had to, you know, if they had 200, you'd had to be 200 or more. If you matched 200, it wasn't going to go anywhere. There's like a bar, a teeter bar. So you wanted to push it to the one side, your side, winning side. And that's how you do that with more influence points. And that's all it really was. So I'm not really sure. I'm curious to see what it looks like now when you get into some combat. So maybe there's actually like little units that move around. I don't know. We'll have to see. But what's super nice about influence points is this. So we know you have this other space that we're talking about maybe getting. We can get it with coins or influence points. So usually the influence points are a little bit less than the coins. So they're really nice to have. And the coins you're spending on buying cards and building and whatever. So it's nice to have the influence points. Let's go ahead and we're going to cut down some of these trees, I think. We have our guy over here. So most of this is going to be taken up. But if we take out like these trees here, I think that would be good. We still need the wood. Let's get it happening. We'll get these things built up. And it looks like we have enough room for 2 more people. I'm going to go ahead and pop in another house here. We'll plop it right there and get that built up. Yeah, so I think our forester stuff will be a little bit better now that we have this, you know, set correctly. Yes, so that guy's making 48 now. This one's 48. That's much better than 4. This one's still at 8 because we took down most of the trees around here, but yeah, much better for sure. Tech tree, we didn't get anything, I don't think, once we learned that other thing. So let's go ahead and get into some beer brewing. We had enough points, so it automatically completed, and we'll grab furniture and let's buy the beer brewer. And okay, so what we want to do now, of course, is we're going to have to get some wheat fields going. We have 7 laborers now, so we definitely can do so. We have this guy for some clay coming in. We don't have any bricks yet. Again, that has to be close to the water. So I'm going to kind of go over a little bit further, and let's see how big this is, approximately. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7th, and then we go 6 by 6 again, we should be enough room for us to put in another clay pit if we want. And I did go back on that a little bit so that I could do this and fill this in with a farm and do it 5x8 farm instead. Labor count is now 0. So every citizen is employed. There are no free laborers left to haul and gather resources full time. So it's just like in settlement survival. You don't want to do that, what I just did there. Empty out your laborers. You want to have somebody running around doing stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this back down to 1. And we'll get this one I'm fine with having 2 in. But let's get medicinal herbs in this, medicinal herbs in this. And it looks like 2 people aren't... Oh, it's winter time, so maybe they're running around or something, building. Not sure. But doesn't look like there's anybody assigned here. So I'm going to make this a priority. So if we do this, that's a priority on that guy. We have 2 people building up clay pits, and then we have potters. So I don't know if you noticed, but we did get an upgrade on our houses. So the way the housing in this game works is they're looking for things. So they want to have fuel, and they want to have luxury items. So you have luxury items of tiers 1, 2, and 3, and we are currently making pottery, which is part of tier 1, so they evolve to tier 2. And I think there's like 8 levels of houses, something like that. They get better and better and better. So instead of having like your base house and then you can upgrade to a luxury house like in Settlement Survival, they look for resources to upgrade, and that's why there's, you know, this list here. We got beer, cannabis, furniture, pottery, and tulips, and those are all reflectant out here. So if we had wine on one of those, which is a luxury 2 or 3, we'll be able to use our grapes for that. But here's tulips, there's cannabis over here, of course, and then there's cotton, and it uses, you know, that stuff to process things into to the luxury items. So trees, of course, are going to be used for furniture, and we got the beer going. Well, we will have the beer going once we get some wheat, but we have the pottery going because we have the clay. So that's why those upgraded. So super great, super exciting, and it looks like look at that in the green with the wood finally. But I think that's partly because we gathered a bunch of stuff, like how we did. But let's see, what do we got for food? Okay, we're barely in the green with food. That's good. It looks like we do have our mushroom farm running now, and all of this stuff is running over here, which is great. That's where most of our people went, it looks like. So I am going to upgrade the pest traps since we are close to the hunter. Let's go ahead and do that, but there is nobody working on that, I just noticed. So what we want to do is I'm going to move some people around. I'm going to take them out of there, and then I'm going to put them in here. Let's see if we can make that a priority. Maybe it's not working how I think it's going to work. What we could do is go to our little doohickey that is over this guy right here, set job priority. So our fruit gatherers are at the top, and mushroom farms are, they're like third from the top. So I'm not really sure why that's not running. It should, as far as I understand, because it's at the top. Let's see. Okay, it is in there. Looks like there's just a slight delay on that. That's what's going on with this. So we again don't have any laborers. We have enough population for a handful of people, but got people dying from cold. So that means our fuel is not cutting it. So what I'm gonna go back into job priority here. Let's make the charcoal burner a little bit higher priority. Not the highest, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That'll work. We want to have the fuel come in. We do want to have food as well, but if it's not, you know, there's plenty of other things. So we'll have enough food coming in. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's turn this back on. So if we get immigrants, which we just did there, that'll be good there. I do want to put in some sustainability books in this mushroom farm, because you can see here this is using 4 wood to make 22 mushrooms. But if we put this in there, 2 wood to make 2 mushrooms. I'm not sure if I put another one in there, if that's going to be 0. It might just go down to 1, but it's something that we could maybe do. And we got our wheat coming in, so let's go ahead with our beer brewery, and let's go hang out over here by our potter. And this is going to give us a little bit more happiness with the I believe it's in just food. It could be entertainment and food, but the beer is going to be great. That's what we want to have here. So it looks like we got a couple sick people running around. That's because we don't have enough medicinal herbs yet. We got a couple farms going with that. Might need to do a few more. No laborers. So what I want to do is, I'm really thinking about turning this back on to try and get a couple more laborers around here. But what we should do is not do our potter and not do our clay. There's other things right now that are kind of more priority than upgrading our houses. So I'm going to back those people off, and they should have been placed in other buildings that have higher priorities. Maybe not. What did I click before? I thought I got that guy. Okay, we don't care about that. So yeah, we had turned off all the 3 people in the clay pit. No people in the pottery anymore. And nobody is working at the beer brewery yet because it's not built up, but pretty soon it will be, and we will just do the same thing there. But wheat is a food, so they can eat it just as is, and we're totally cool having it being produced. Well, I'm looking at the clock, and it has already been a half hour, so I think that's going to wrap up this episode of Settlement. It's already been a half hour. That's going to wrap up this episode of Kingdoms Reborn. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as the first one. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Kingdoms Reborn.